What is good, y'all? If y'all are new, my name is LJ or Babyface J. I'm basically just an artist overall when it comes to just video work, when it comes to just like visual art, audio, anything that has to do with art. I'm the guy for it, and I love it. So we're gonna be watching Virgo's video on how to turn trauma into art. So I've been seeing Virgo coming up and everything. So a shout out to bro right there. And let's see what points he got for us.
So the concept will come, you'll sort of live with it and let it grow in you.
Yeah.
Do you make notes?
Definitely. All the time. I have to make notes because a lot of my inspiration comes from meeting people or going outside of the country or going around the corner to my old neighborhood, talking to a 5-year-old little boy. And I have to remember these things. You know, I have to write them down. And then 5 or 3 months later, I have to find that same emotion that I felt when I was inspired by it. So I have to dig all the way deep and see what were the things that triggered the idea.
Does it always come back?
It comes back. It comes back. It comes because I have key little words that make me realize the exact motion and what drew the inspiration.
We as people go through things.
That's actually, I'm not gonna lie, before like I get back into the video, that's an amazing point of just like, I was able to relate to that because like, just like when I go visit my old house, like how we just set up, like visiting old things, like grandma's house, how it has that nostalgic feel. Sometimes like I'll use different things to inspire me, rather it's just the art I have around versus just anything. And like there's certain songs, like think back to even your childhood, there's certain songs that will just instantly trigger you and take you instantly back to that time. So I use that honestly as motivation, like kind of how Kendrick does right there for inspiration. Like you can use current things, but you could also use some of the past, but you don't want to dive too deep into the past. You feel me? You just want to get that same emotion, so you're inspired to do whatever the work has for you for the present and the future, if that makes sense.
Heartbreaks, failures, frustrations, disappointments. The thing that every human being can relate to, no matter the race, ethnicity, or background, is
MJ, my boy.
And I see a lot of modern day people in this perpetual cycle of it. Whether that being because they're in a slump and can't seem to get anything going for themselves, feeling behind in life, or whether that being they can't seem to find love. Regardless of whatever it is, this cycle ends up turning into people going through the motions of life, not realizing that in every failure, there is an opportunity. In every loss, there is a lesson. In every painful situation, there is a story.
And I feel like that's the journey I'm on right now. It's just like, I be looking at certain things, like I like to compare a lot. That's why I had to get off of social media too. Just like, I feel like just the comparison between looking at what you have versus somebody else, when I had to realize like, everything in this world, it really doesn't matter. You feel me? Like, I feel like as humans and just in general, like, we live another life after this. So really everything here just does not matter, to be real. So it's like, it's comforting, but then at the other time, it's like, I feel like I still need to take care of my body and the things I need to do in this world. You feel me?
And that's what
My
I
fault
want
to
to
get
talk
on
about
a
today.
spiritual
Turn
tip and
trauma
everything.
into art.
Yeah.
J. Cole is a master at finding an otherwise uncomfortable feeling and turning it into a lesson that anyone can relate to. A perfect example is a song titled Love Yours.
Such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. Such thing as a life that's better than yours.
A young 29-year-old J. Cole, who at the point was approaching his peak of success, was starting to feel strange. After the broke, sleepless nights, not being able to pay rent, seeing so many others gain success, he finally had it. He had the money, he had the jewelry, he had the girls, literally everything that he wanted. Yet for some reason, he felt empty on the inside. The millions of dollars, the accolades, it never satisfied him in the way he thought it would be before he got it. So J. Cole at this point was at a crossroads. He could either A, avoid this discomfort as most people do and continue to try and fulfill that hole with meaningless things. Or he could B, sit with that feeling and really ask himself, why did he place so much importance on these things? And that's exactly what he did.
I feel like that's what I've been on too, is just like realizing that only you know what's best for you. Only you know how you truly feel. So like, I self-sabotage myself. Screw all that. I love myself way too much. And like, listening to J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, a few other like artists out there, like, I feel like they really understand. You feel me? But yeah,
When I was
put
young,
down in the
I
comments
thought
like
that
a
success
song
was
that's
all
really
I
helped you
needed.
get
That's
through
when it
there.
was gonna bring happiness, buying me my house, the fame, the accolades, having people say, "Yo, you are the best every day." I thought those would be the things that would bring happiness. And then when those things came, the happiness wasn't there. And I realized it was such an attempt to achieve these things and to keep going, you lose sight of the people and the blessings that you have around you. You're so focused on the next success, the next step in your career, next whatever it is, and you forget the fact that you have these things that seem small if you're looking that way, but if you look this way, you realize that the only thing that matters, that's your mother, that's your family, that's love. And that's what that song is about.
And see, here's the funny thing about the way the universe works. On the other side of discomfort, God grants us ease and gives us the clarity that we've been searching for. By J. Cole being honest enough with himself about these insecurities and trauma of not feeling enough and where they were rooted in, he was able to birth one of not only the greatest, but one of the biggest songs of his career. Because by coming to terms with your own trauma, understanding yourself on a deeper level, it allows you to do the same to others. It allows your art to reach a whole new level. This is why so many people, including myself, love J. Cole, not just for his music, but for who he is as a person. That's why whenever he created his festival, Dreamville Fest, it always sells out with over 50,000 people paying $300+ to see.
And like, look at Drake. I was about to say Drake Cole, bruh. But look at look at J. Cole. Even his aesthetic, like you could tell, like even though he has the money, he don't care. Like look at his hair. You feel me? Like that is literally, he has freeform locks, showing that, you feel me, he's natural. He doesn't care what anybody else thinks. So it's just like seeing the different symbolisms is cool.
Him live. A lot of people avoid their traumas, but for those who sit with it, they unlock a whole new level of fandom, respect, and creativity. I mean, just look at all superstar artists: Michael Jackson, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. They all resonate with people through a deep level of vulnerability. They go places that others are scared to mentally, and that's ultimately what separates them. This is also why we love and resonate so much with Doechii and her track "The Nile is a River," where she puts her embarrassing stories and therapeutic breathing at the ends of her song.
How soon I opened up the messages and had to hit the Zoom. Turns out the girl was really a dude, and my self-worth at an all-time low.
Turn out the girl was a dude. Is crazy. I didn't know Doechii was kind of thick. So that's how Doechii really looks and stuff. 'Cause I've been hearing the Doechii beats with her and Aiden Ross.
There's stories that are sometimes sad, embarrassing, the bad things that happen to you. Those are the things that everybody can relate to. Those are the things that everybody can connect to. Those are the things that people need to hear about whenever they're going through their own sad, embarrassing stories and situations. It's the reason why so many people fell in love with Kanye West at the beginning of his career. Now, don't get me wrong, he's kind of doing, just trauma dumping these days. But Kanye started out as the voice of people.
Yo, when did Kanye drop that? Like, I was not aware. Let's just move on.
Who were going through a lot of pain, but were told that their stories didn't deserve to be told.
When someone whose boyfriend just got locked up for selling drugs because he couldn't find a job, and he had three strikes, and he had the X on his back, so there was no work opportunities. When she hears drug dealing just to get by, stack your money till it gets sky high. We wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you, we still alive. Throw your hands up in the sky and say, we don't care what people say. That right there, it's like a family member speaking to them. The music on this CD was, I was only the vessel for this. God was in the studio with me when I was working. Even I don't know in the future, I don't know if I'll be able to make anything like this, because this was my healing process. This was my rehabilitation CD.
Most of Kendrick Lamar's greatest hits also came from very traumatic experiences in his life that he reflected on and found meaning in.
Here's the Stories Behind Famous song, part 3, Swimming Pools by Kendrick Lamar. The song tells a story about people around Kendrick that were addicted to alcohol, such as his grandfather. It also talks about how some young people start.
See, I like Virgo's videos because like he breaks down like the history. Like every time I come to Virgo's videos, like I be learning something new about the artist that I thought I knew a lot about, but I guess I really didn't at the same time.
How to fit in and get rid of sorrow. Kendrick even reflects on himself for starting to drink because of peer pressure.
Some people like the way it feels, some people want to kill
Rod Wave, Kevin Gates, XXXTentacion. I could go on all day about so many amazing pieces of art that came from trauma. Because to be honest, all great art comes from some sort of emotion. But the ultimate lesson I want you to take from this is you are not your traumas. In every loss, every hardship, every ounce of pain, there is a lesson, there is some meaning, there is an opportunity waiting for you. It's just so many people get caught up in the emotion, the loss itself, or they avoid looking deeper into it because of discomfort and insecurity that they never even see it. But things can be different for you. You just gotta open yourself up to it, because that's how you turn trauma into art.
Set yourself free of all of your insecurities. All of your insecurities. You have no idea how much is holding you back. It's interrupting who you really, really, really are at the heart of your existence. Let all those things go, and I promise you, your life will change.
I rock with these videos because look, I'm learning with y'all. I ain't perfect for shit.
Try to figure out how you can do it as much as you can.
I'm trying to change. I'm trying to build it up. Everybody that's here right now, I appreciate you for being here because like you're gonna see me change as a person. Like I feel like I've already been changing, but it's only beginning to get progressively. What am I trying to say? It's gonna go up. You feel me? It's gonna go up.
I appreciate y'all so much. If you'd like to book a one-on-one consultation call with me where I help you go through your journey, get that click moment in your brain.
Hey, shout out to Virgo, man. If you made it this far, appreciate you for tapping in. Comment down where you're at in your spiritual journey if you're on your spiritual journey. Again, my name is LJ. I'm a creative. I love to create. I appreciate you for staying. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm not going to put no edits in this. I'm going to just work on just getting better and better as a YouTuber, talking to the camera. I need to do it anyway, so screw it. Let's get it. Man, I love y'all, and catch y'all for the next one.